Hello Aries, how you doing? My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and we're going to do a general reading for December. But you know, it is a timeless reading, Aries, so whenever you happen to find this is when you were meant to see it. You are so welcome here, Aries. Thank you so much for taking the time. That's such a crappy shuffle. For taking the time to check out the reading. I really appreciate it. And you know, if you feel like liking and subscribing for me, if you happen to enjoy it and it resonates with you and all that good stuff, I would appreciate that very much as well. Just gonna give this deck a couple of shuffles. And one more. Okay, so, oh, that came out fast. You have Andromedans, Autonomy, Free Will, Manifestation. This is my favorite card, one of my favorite cards in this deck. So first of all, you may, this is going to get a little woo-woo, but you may actually be an Andromedan starseed, or you may resonate with that, which wouldn't surprise me because Aries are kind of very like the Andromedans. Like the Andromedans come here like all kind of like starseedy, like free will, like, you know, throw off the shackles of society, all this kind of stuff. So I feel like that may be something very, I mean, it's always prominent for an Aries, but I feel like that may be something that's particularly prominent for you at the moment for some reason in your life. Like, you know, like I said, Aries are always autonomous. But you may be kind of a, yeah, so you have this Nine of Pentacles here. There's something about, like really taking control of your life and standing in your power, like even more than usual. Because something may have held you back for a little while, or this may be you kind of getting your groove back after a long time. Because the Nine of Pentacles is all about self-worth and autonomy and like financial independence. So there may have been some kind of move on your part recently to become like more established in some way, more independent. You know, like maybe setting up your own business, or quitting a shitty job that you hated to move to a better job, or you know, moving to a place where you have more autonomy or something like that, right? Like buying a house instead of renting it, something like this. There's also something here about really finding your own worth. I feel like you're going to say no to someone from the past, okay? Someone's coming in to date you, basically. You've really found your self-worth here. You really have. I feel like there's also something about money here, but you have, I'm going to get into that more, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So someone very slow moving, very methodical, but they're here to stay, is coming in with communication. They're going to ask you out on a date, okay? Some kind of celebration. Now, this Knight of Pentacles coming in here, they know fine well that you don't need their pentacle, right? Look how many pentacles she has, and he's got one, right? This person knows fine well that you don't need their pentacle, but they want to give it to you anyway. So this is not, and I feel like I said this in a reading last time, but I feel like it needs to be said again. This is not someone who wants to take away your autonomy or your free will. This is not someone who wants to keep you in a box or try and control you. This is just someone who wants to be with you because they love you. Like, they love your energy. They think it's really cool, actually, that you're like autonomous and very independent, right? They just love that shit about you. You're really breaking free. Now, I know that Aries are always quite independent and blah, 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 but it's like you've broken some kind of barrier within the self, like within your mental state. Like a barrier that you didn't even know was there. Like it's like you kind of were keeping yourself down or dimming your light, or like putting a lid on yourself without even realizing you were doing it. And you've actually been doing it because you didn't want other people to be threatened by you and your power. But you don't give a shit about that now, and nor should you. It's like you've been dimming your light for a long time, or being like allowing yourself to be cowed or more meek so that you wouldn't like offend people or piss people off, right? And you're not doing that anymore. Yeah, okay, so like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Mentalist. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. I love that show. But just for an example, like the main guy in that, he can be an ass, right? He's kind of a show off. But the thing is, if he dimmed his light and his power, and you know, because people try to cow him all the time, if he allowed that, none of the cases would get solved, nothing would change, right? That's his job, that's what he's supposed to do, right? Like, you're supposed to shine, you're supposed to be powerful, you're supposed to get things done. Okay, what else for Aries, please? Yeah, igniting courage. You are doing what you want to do. You are marching to the beat of your own drum, and you don't care. You don't care what people say. You don't care if people get pissed off, because the thing is, you're not doing anything to piss people off, right? Having boundaries and like self-worth and being strong is not something that should piss other people off, unless they are crossing boundaries with you that they shouldn't be crossing, right? See, this always puts me in mind of the Knight of Wands, this card, which is about being bold and, you know, plucking up the courage to do things. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Yeah, you just, see with the Seven of Cups, like you may have felt for a long time, or I don't know, it's going to be different for different people. This wants to come out. You may have felt like a little confused, or like you were in the wrong place, so you didn't know which way to go, and you're just like, it's almost like you were waiting for someone to give you permission to do something or go somewhere, right? And you suddenly realize, you're like, hold on a fucking minute here. Like, sorry about my chair, let me just get settled. Like, I don't need to wait for anybody's permission to step into my power and do the things that I want. I'm just gonna fucking do it. And here we are. So I think you have a bunch of things happening for you. The Page of Pentacles, another string to your bow in terms of your career. It's like you're doing something new. Like you're already very independent in terms of your money and like your success, but there's something else. You're going to be learning something new, or maybe you've already started learning it, but there's some kind of new skill, like some new string to your bow that's going to really make you financially independent. Excuse me. And you're going to be much more autonomous, like you're going to be much more in control of your finances. Sorry. And like therefore much more in control of your life. You definitely have a message. This person coming in, they could be a Virgo or a Capricorn with a little Sagittarius in their chart, okay? Tell me about that Eight of Wands, please. Ooh, this could be a Virgo. Could be Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Basically this person's been kind of, look what's on the bottom. Two of Cups. So this is a soulmate. Okay, someone that's going to feel like a best friend. You have probably had multiple incarnations with this person. So when you met them in this life, there was like a very kind of bold, like, I recognize you, I know you. I remember, you know, freezing to death with you in that barn in 1706, or, you know, fighting that battle with you in the 1500s. I remember you. This is someone that, like I said, 2 cups. They're going to feel like a best friend. They've been kind of in hermit mode, like overthinking this. You know, does Aries want this? Aries already has so many pentacles. What am I going to bring to the table here? You know, Aries must get so many offers. Like, you know, the 9 of Pentacles is someone who, this person kind of thinks you're out of their league, basically. They think you're out of their reach. I feel like that's what stopped them in the past. Like, this person's been working through some self-esteem issues. But they're coming out of hermit mode. The 8 of Wands is usually something fast. Like some kind of fast communication. They're going to ask you out for a drink. You know, or like, do you want to come around for a coffee? Or, you know, something like this, okay? Clarify the 3 of Cups. This is something that you have been waiting on. Like, this person coming in is someone you've been waiting on, and it's going to make you very, very happy. Very, very happy. Yeah, see, Temperance. You've been waiting for this person. Okay. I want to see what this Page of Pentacles is. So yeah, I feel like you have a bunch of things coming in. Well, 2. I feel like you have 2 things coming in. Tell me, okay, that came out so fast. Right, there's a couple of things here. You see change? It's like someone moving, right? I feel like some of you guys are going to move house. I feel like some of you have moved from rented accommodation, or maybe you've been staying with someone and it's like buying your own home. Or, you know, maybe you've been staying with someone and now you get to rent your own home. You know, or maybe you were just living in a shitty rented accommodation that your landlord sucked, so you're moving somewhere else. It's something where you get like more autonomy, more control, more free will. And actually, it's actually going to really weirdly help with this new job. If that's the case for some of you, like that you're moving, because obviously it's not going to be for everyone, but yeah, there's some kind of connection with you moving and this new job or this new idea that's coming in, like this new like string to your bow. What else about this Page of Pentacles? Yeah, it's, you have the Journey card here. Again, it's movement. If some of you are wondering about getting a house or like getting a flat, like it's going to be a yes, like you're getting it, okay? You are moving. That's what's coming through here. So don't get too much stuff for Christmas, okay? Because you're just going to have to move it. There's a change in what you're doing for a living. It's like a promotion. You have high honor. It's some kind of promotion. I just need to put my slippers back on. Oh my god, I swear to god, I just spend all day like either being too hot or being too cold. Meh, wine. Sorry, don't go anywhere, I'm coming back. Right, I'll just have that slipper kind of half on, half off. That's fine. There's some kind of, it's like a promotion, some kind of high honor, like high status with this new career or this new idea. You have a false person trying to come through. Okay, who is... Is that you? Okay. Okay. You feel like whatever this job is, it's like imposter syndrome, right? You feel like it's too, like, can I do this? Like, I'm just, you know, I'm an imposter. I can't really do this, like I'm not good enough to be doing this, I shouldn't have this level of status. That's what you think. You're wrong. Okay? Whatever this is, Spirit wouldn't be offering you this opportunity if they didn't think you could do it. But there's something, like I said, it's something to do with, like you needed to break whatever this mental barrier was. And I feel like you may have noticed like things have just pushed you to the point where you have to kind of go for this. Or like, yeah, there's just been some kind of breakthrough. And it may be to do with someone has pissed you off, or Spirit has just been pushing so that you would have this breakthrough, because this is what you're supposed to do. Okay? I just want to get, yeah, you definitely, there's also something here about the money, like, you know, male or female, you have the privileged lady card here, but whatever this job is, or this promotion, or this idea, it's going to make you a lot of money, like a lot more than you think. And I feel like you have a little bit of a block about that, like maybe you feel like you don't deserve it or something, or it's like, it's been coming up a lot in the readings, you know, like I have to work so, you know, you have to work really hard for money, or like I shouldn't be charging this much, or it's something to do with like imposter syndrome, or I'm not worthy of this amount of money, right? Yeah, you are. You are, okay? You're definitely, some of you are definitely like buying property, okay? You're definitely buying property. If you're worried about it, Spirit is saying don't worry, because you're going to get it, okay? Let's see if we can figure out what it is a little bit more. What is this? Yeah, you have the Emperor came straight out. It's some kind of leadership position. That is your card, okay? The Emperor is your card. You were destined for this, Aries, right? That's why you have all this like fire and leadership and like all this kind of stuff. And they're also saying all the things that you've been through in the past have been preparing you for this role, whatever it is, okay? Some kind of leadership role. The thing is, you're very stable. There's something about your energy. It's like because you've been through a lot, you're like a rock. You know, it's something where people are, it's like I don't know exactly what this is, but like they're going to be relying on you for something like information, or, you know, maybe you're the manager or something and you have to keep your head cool. You know, you have to keep a cool head when everybody around you is like freaking out. You have to be the one that's like, it's okay, relax, we'll get it done. Like, you know, like start assigning tasks and all this kind of stuff, because not everybody can do that. Some people just freak out. And there's also something to do, like, again, with the Emperor, it's like wisdom. And people will respect you because they know you have the knowledge, right? The camera just went to 1818 when I said that, so you might want to look up that number. It's going to be something you're, okay. It's going to be something you're really passionate about. Some of you are definitely moving house and you're going to be really happy in the new home, okay? But this new career shift is going to make you really happy as well. You want to tell us a little bit more about this new person that's coming in? Anything about this new person that's coming in? The Three of Wands. This is someone you've been waiting for. I also think they've been kind of waiting for you. They're a little bit of a perfectionist, this person, okay? They've been trying to get the offer just right. Okay, you have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck here as well. So this could be a water sign as well. They might have a little water in their chart, or Libra. So that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Libra. You have the Six of Cups. This is definitely a soulmate. Definitely a soulmate. This is someone who, like, you guys are going to be really happy in the day-to-day, okay? The King of Cups is someone, they can be a little repressed, okay? Especially with Virgo energy here. like the King of Cups is self-mastery. This is someone who has control over themselves, maybe a little too much, maybe, but very in touch with their emotions, just not reactionary, not ruled by them, right? Like I've said it before, they're not going to have a meltdown on you in IKEA or Asda or something. Very loving, very trustworthy. They have a lot of love to give you, okay? This may be someone who shows love in terms of doing things for you rather than expressing it, okay? That they feel like just that kind of person, okay? But the Six of Cups, like this is someone who wants to make you happy every day. You know, it's when you have the Six of Cups out like that, it's truly like a blessed connection where like every day is just a pleasure. You know, you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, I married you, cool. Like that's cool. Like yeah, let's do fun things together. You know, like plans are easy, you get along with this person. Yeah, okay, there's a little message coming through here. This may just be for one person, I don't know, but maybe all Aries are going through it. You have gossip and you have expansion. I feel like up until this point, right, Aries have always been very powerful. But I feel like there's always been that nagging, oh, I better tone it down a bit. I don't want to piss everyone off, right? You know, or like, it's like a worry about what they're going to say behind your back or something like this. You're moving past that. Because I don't know a better way to say this, but you know like in Game of Thrones, the lion does not concern itself with the opinion of the sheep, right? So there's always going to be sheep that talk behind your back. You know, there's always going to be people who are angry that you're in your power and that you don't give a shit about them, basically. I'm not saying go around being a dick to people, obviously you wouldn't be doing that anyway. But that's not what I'm talking about. Like, you being in your power shouldn't offend anyone else unless they're trying to squash you, is what I'm trying to say, right? And I feel you have some kind of leadership role you're supposed to step into. And the thing that has been stopping you is like, maybe people have gossiped about you behind your back before. You know, I'm sure they have. You know, maybe people, because it's, see how happy she is, right? The woman in green. I can't remember what her name is on the card. So I can just get her to focus. See, again, I feel like you're not wanting to come into focus, Aries. Like you're almost not wanting to be in the spotlight, but that's your mission. That's what you're supposed to do. So basically, because you're happy and because you kind of do things for the joy of it, you do what you want, you love what you do, you are loving to people, you try and help them when you can. But when they start to overstep their boundaries and be a dick to you, they're cut off, right? Or you distance yourself from that person, or, you know, or as well as you find some kind of way of moving above them so that it's no longer an issue for you, right? People are not going to like that, right? Because they like the drama. Most people like the drama. They don't want to see other people succeed, right? They don't want to see other people being happy because they're too concerned about other people and what they think and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff to take the big risks. So they don't want to see you doing it because it makes them feel inferior and question their own life, right? Because when you see someone doing that, you're like, oh, I should be doing that, but I'm afraid, right? Because there's people bitching about you behind your back, that should never ever stop you from doing the thing that you know you're supposed to be doing, right? And you're not, this new thing in this new relationship, you're not hurting anyone. People just don't like it because you're in your power and you're happy. That's what it seems like to me. That's what's coming through, okay? So, and look at the types of people that are judging you, right? Look how miserable they are. You know, it's like instead of them doing the work to be happy in their own life, they're just going to judge other people. Who gives a shit what they have to say, right? But this is like, once you get past that, you're literally going to take off. Like, it's expansion like you wouldn't believe. Just off you go, like shooting off into the stars. You know, I think this expansion card is about the exact same thing. It definitely is. Like, this expansion card, it talks about not wanting to do something new because you're scared of what other people are going to say about you behind your back. So I feel like this is something that you're getting past, okay? And Spirit's encouraging you, like you're being like, come on, come on. It's like we gave you enough time to do this on your own, and now we're going to really start, like, you know, the walls are going to keep coming in and coming in until you go the way that we want you to go. Because it's something to do with, like, it's your mission in life, this thing, whatever it is, okay? If you don't know what this thing is yet, I feel like it's going to come to you pretty soon, okay? There's also, but the last thing I want to say is there's definitely like a little bit of guilt around success, or around having this money or something, or even around letting this love in that you need to let go of, because you may have always been the person. Some of you may have had a covert narcissist in the family that always made you feel guilty, and you were the one that kind of had to do all the chores and blah 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 blah. You gotta let go of that as well, okay? So that was your message, Aries. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching. If it was useful and it resonated and all that good stuff, and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, I would appreciate that so much. And as always, Aries, I wish you many, many blessings, love and light. Take care.